I was in 8th grade, and my science teacher put on this movie for us to watch. It was about the global water crisis, and I remember being confused about why not everybody had access to safe water and clean water, because it's something that we need to have to function and to survive. That was a question that motivated me to want to contribute more to the field of research. When you think about treatment plants and where they get their waters from, some of these source waters use surface water, and the surface water can have a large breadth of organic contaminants in it, such as decomposed plant and animal material, pharmaceuticals, and pesticides. And so when this organic matter makes its way to the disinfection step, it can interact with chlorination and form disinfection byproducts. There are 11 that are regulated by the EPA because they're known to be toxic to human health, but there's over 700 that exist out there that we know of. A lot of research currently focuses on water treatment systems in higher income countries. There are some countries that don't have these treatment plants. These communities are just kind of forced to go out and get water themselves. And so I was interested to see if there was any disparities in the disinfection byproducts that are forming when these communities chlorinate their water. In the process, I'll be mostly focused on monitoring byproducts, and we try to find if there's different conditions in which they form less or more to optimize a scenario into which they might not form. In the Rossi lab, what I do is I look at electrocoagulation as a way to reduce the amount of disinfection byproducts that are forming from these processes. And I think that Abel Wolman and me share an interest and passion for obtaining clean water for communities. Abel Wolman attended Hopkins, and he got his Bachelor's of Science in Engineering in 1915. In the early 1900s, there was a lot of concern about waterborne illnesses such as typhoid fever and dysentery. And so Abel Wolman, in collaboration with his classmate Lynn Enslow, were interested to see if chlorination was a way that they could oxidize these pathogens and kind of reduce the risk of waterborne illnesses. People were already looking into chlorination, but they were able to standardize the technique and were able to kind of develop the formula that could take into account things like acidity and bacterial count in these source waters. Wolman was able to utilize this with Maryland water, and by 1930, typhoid cases in Maryland had dropped by 92%. And this technique was eventually utilized worldwide. While treatment plants have basically eliminated this risk, there are a lot of cases where waterborne illnesses are still killing a lot of children from surface water systems. I want to try to have an impact on that to make sure that the risk of waterborne illnesses isn't something that any people have to worry about. And I'm just really honored to be able to walk the same halls that Wolman did and try to continue the research that he started all those years ago.